1985, Dallas, Texas became the largest city in the United States to pass no smoking laws for restaurants.
And now it's everywhere. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if you're 30 years old, you have no concept of the fact that people used to smoke in restaurants all the
One
time.
was kill me when they tried to say, oh, there's a small section over here will have smoking.
Yeah.
The smoker's going to stay in that one spot.
Like at the airports, the smoking room.
Yeah.
You go in there and die.
Yeah, sort of the COVID thing. Wear the mask to the table. Well, back in the day, smoke in the back of the plane.
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah, last row smokers. Okay. Fox News next.
KLVI, Beaumont. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Another Trump nominee joins the Attorney General dropout, withdrawing from consideration. The president-elect's picked to head the DEA. And another could be next. Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth.
Trump is considering replacing him with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. So here's part of what the Wall Street Journal is reporting. Quote, Trump allies increasingly think Hegseth may not survive further scrutiny, according to people close to the president-elect's team, which considers the next 48 hours to be crucial to his fate.
Fox's Bill Melugin near the Trump estate in West Palm Beach, Florida. As for Chad Chronister, who backed out as the next leader of the Drug Enforcement Administration, the sheriff in Florida faced Republican opposition over his arrest of a pastor during the pandemic for violating COVID rules. We finally have the last House election result. Democrats win a California race they've been too close to call. Adam Gray will unseat Congressman John Duarte. He won by just 187 votes. Republicans will still have a House majority, likely with Mike Johnson still speaker. However, it's going to be a slim one with Matt Gaetz not returning, and Republicans Elise Stefanik and Michael Waltz in line to leave to join the Trump administration.
But not before they vote for Speaker on January 3rd. Still, just a couple of defectors could create headaches for Johnson retaining the Speaker's gavel. The departures of Stefanik and Waltz means the House could be 217 to 215 for months. Tight numbers could make it hard to govern.
That's Fox's Chad Bergen with the Capitol. The Supreme Court will take up a big transgender case this morning, a challenge to Tennessee's law banning treatments for children.
It will be the first time the nation's highest court will consider restrictions on puberty blockers, hormone therapy, and surgery for minors. The case could have an impact on the laws in the 24 other states with bans in effect. Critics argue the bans have forced minors seeking gender-affirming care to travel long distances.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz. America's listening to Fox News.
No matter.
Time to take the quiz.
5 days a week, it's 5 questions in less than 5 minutes. We ask people on the streets of New York City to play along. Let's see how you do.
In the Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life, which lead character says the line, "Stay brainless"? Don't you know where coconuts come from? Never saw it.
George Valley. How'd you do? Exactly. These get tougher, so hang on.
Buy
Take the quiz
beer.
every weekday
You
at
can't walk into a bar and buy beer.
Thank you.
You should not be able to do irreversible damage to your body.
Will Kane, Brian Kilmeade,
Period.
and Jimmy Villa as they broadcast live from Fox
You have to be
Nation's
21
Patriot
to buy
Awards,
cigarettes
hosted
now.
by Sean Hannity on Thursday, December 5th. The Patriot Awards honor and recognize America's finest patriots and inspirational everyday heroes. Listen to the live broadcast starting at 9 a.m. Eastern on FoxNewsRadio.com, or you can watch at FoxNation.com or the Fox News app. Yet another Democrat is critical of President Biden pardoning his son Hunter. California Governor Gavin Newsom, who says all he understands is the instinct to protect Hunter. He took the president at his word when he said over and over he would not pardon his son. So Newsom says he's disappointed and can't support it. Meanwhile,
The federal judge presiding over Hunter Biden's criminal tax fraud
If
case
you
also
won't
bashing
support
the
him,
president,
his
taking
career's
umbrage with
done.
President Biden's claims that charges were politically motivated, writing, quote, "Nowhere does the Constitution give the president the authority to rewrite history." The pardon not only absolves Hunter of his tax and gun cases, but also for any crimes or potential crimes committed over an 11-year period.
that's Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. President Biden, meanwhile, will soon fly back home after he left the country right after issuing the pardon Sunday. Fox's Greg Palcott reports from Angola. He'll wrap up his trip in a few hours.
This marks the first time Biden, as president, has visited Africa. The first time any president has come to Angola, all, of course, in the waning days
Biden administration. Among his stops yesterday, a meeting with Angolan President João Lourenço. On the agenda, yes, $1 billion aid grant for Africa and a massive infrastructure rail project.
All to counter China's growing infrastructure investments in Africa.
$1 billion,
Secretary of State Antony Blinken is at a
still
NATO gathering in Brussels focused on Ukraine, but also monitoring political chaos in South Korea.
It's
one of our closest partners.
insanity
and
to
allies
me,
around
dude.
the world. We welcome President Yoon's statement withdrawing the martial law order.
He withdrew that martial law order
$1 billion.
after angry protests from lawmakers who overruled it, and now they are considering impeaching South Korea's president.
This
A
is
Chinese
crazy,
national in the U.S. illegally has been arrested, charged with buying guns and ammo and shipping them to North Korea. Could be another record day on Wall Street. Stock futures up big the day after the NASDAQ and the S&P. Is the season. When you're in the mood for holiday music, listen live with the iHeartRadio app and on your radio to Christmas hits Cool 92.5.
Mercedes Service, 1475 South Major Drive in Beaumont. Congratulations, your retirement is almost here. I want you to call 212-9696 and set up your free visit with Merit Advisory Partners. Just like an expert mechanic, they're going to go through your retirement engine and make sure it's hitting on all cylinders. And they'll also give you a personalized retirement action plan that shows your entire retirement on a one-page document. So simple. All you have to do is call them. 212-9696, Merit Advisory Partners.
The name of a store clerk shot and killed during a convenience store robbery in Port Arthur Monday night has been released. At 7:06, good morning, I'm Jim Love with KLVI News. Details after this.
A lot of things you can buy for the holiday season. You can buy toys, you can buy dolls, you can buy any kind of stuff for the kids. How about buying stuff for the adults? How about an adult Christmas, which starts over at Beaumont Carpet One? Kids will not appreciate a new floor, but adults will, especially when it's a new floor that sparkles and makes your home look that much better. The new hardwood selection that we have over at Beaumont Carpet One, the beautiful flooring, the beautiful carpets, the beautiful ideas.